Dear viewers, good morning, and today we are at the Conservation and Research Center for the Giant Panda. We're actually at the Wolong Giant Panda Reserve. First of all, I would like to wish all of you a happy new year. And also today I will give you a gift. So that is the group of panda cubs. So we are here today to watch these panda cubs. So this is different than our other live streaming, because this time we will bring you the panda cubs that were born in 2020. Actually, it is their first group debut, and also we will receive the New Year greetings from these panda cubs. So right now you could see the set is ready, and actually we could see the national flag, and also some of the toys for the panda cubs, and also we see some of the couplets and the character fortune. So all of them can showcase the festive atmosphere. You see a toy car there. Actually, that is the car considered as the toy for the panda cubs. And on the other side, you have a big box, and you could see the logo of the giant panda. So we call this panda box. We especially made for today. And soon we will see these panda cubs coming out from those boxes. Actually, it is quite similar with the toy blind box. You never know what you're gonna get, and but today, you know, if you look at these boxes, so we will have different pandas. And today we will see 10 panda cubs today, and these all cubs were born in 2020. And for some of them are actually celebrities. And in the National Day, we have a twin cubs born last year, and also we will see them today. So maybe I will give you some brief introduction about the panda in 2020. And actually this time, we have a great number of cubs born in 2020, and among which 40 cubs were survived. And also for the Conservation and Research Center, they're able to raise 25 baby cubs. So actually that is quite an achievement. We are very proud of it. Now it's 11 a.m. sharp, and soon we will see those panda cubs. Let's wait for their group debut today. And today we will see 10 panda cubs, and the average age is 6 months old. The oldest one is called Qian Qian, and actually she gave birth to one baby cub, and also we have a twin panda cubs. And actually for the lightest one, when it was born, it is only 51 grams. Before the national holiday in 2020, we also had a broadcasting about the delivery procedures for those twin baby panda cubs. If you're curious about the pandas, or if you have any comments about these panda cubs, or if you want to ask some questions to the keepers, for example, how they deal with the panda cubs, what they feed the panda cubs, you could leave a comment.
我们现在看到有很多网友在评论说，好期待。
Now I have already seen some of the comments from the viewers. They are quite expecting to see the panda cubs. And actually this time I think it's a special occasion because it is the first time for the panda cubs to meet the public that were born from 2020, and also they will send New Year's greetings to you all. One viewer is asking, so for the panda cubs, how long we should wait? And right, we're still waiting for the panda cubs. And also some of the viewers, they are feeling that the panda cubs are still sleeping. Maybe they're quite lazy. They're not ready to meet the audience. And today we are at the Shenshuping Giant Panda Reserve from the Conservation and the Research Center of the giant panda. Actually, I can already see some of the pandas. I'm not sure if you could see it from the camera. Just behind the tree, and from this small window, I believe you could see some of those baby panda. They're about to come out. I think they're all ready. Soon they will come out to meet the audience. And some of the netizens asking whether they take breakfast. I believe these baby pandas, they will take breakfast from 10 to 10:30 a.m. They will eat bamboo shoots, carrots, apples, and also they will drink milk so that they could have a very good nutrition. Another comment, and the people are asking whether the parents of these baby pandas have a name. But for these panda cubs we're seeing today, they have not yet get a name. Also, some of the viewers, they're quite curious about the lunch for the baby panda. So actually they do not have a fixed schedule to take their meals, and they have to take meals frequently because they're not good in their digestive system. So for each time they have to eat a great amount of bamboos, but still we need to balance their nutrition. So we have to feed them for several times. So maybe they will sleep, they will play on the ground, and then they sleep, and after they wake up, they will eat again. They're asking whether the pandas, they're eating coins. I'm not sure. I think the keepers will pick the food for the baby pandas. I can tell they're quite healthy right now. Also, they're asking whether the panda are putting up some makeups, because we all know for the panda they have very big areas of the black circle around their eyes. Actually, for the pandas, they are also foodie. Also, they love to sleep. You could see for the panda cubs, so on a daily routine, they will eat and also they will sleep. So actually we have a director here from the Shenshuping Giant Panda Reserve. So how many years have you been working in this reserve? I started my work from 1990, so it is already 31 years. So now you could see the panda are ready to get out. So for this 6-month-old panda, what is the weight for them? So in general, each one of them will have over 10 kilograms. So still, I think it's quite heavy. And also we have 2 baby pandas, maybe they're kids, cubs from Shuqing, which is the mother of the baby panda. Now you could see they're making a group debut today. And also we will take some photos of these panda cubs. You see they're quite cute and they're quite lovely. Especially if you pay attention to the one on the second row. And you could see they're quite intimate with the keepers. So today we have made a group debut of the panda cubs, and right now they're sending the New Year greetings to the audience. You can see all of these giant pandas, they keep moving. So right now these panda cubs, they are sending New Year greetings to all the Chinese people. Let me count. I believe we have 10 baby panda here, and actually it is their first time to make a group debut in front of the public. Maybe these pandas are quite nervous. So actually for these panda, they're quite naughty, just like kids. So we have so many audience today, and maybe they're quite excited. Could see. So for one of the panda cub, they're actually bringing the panda cub into the toy car. So right now, actually, it is the free time for all the pandas. So basically, we shall put these panda cubs inside of those fortune boxes. But once they're out in the field, they're starting to play, and we can also hear that some of them are bleating. When we are seeing these 6-month-old panda cubs, actually we see their chubby bodies. It is quite cute. It's just like gluten's balls, the sesame gluten's balls. So on the field, you could see some of the basket. Actually, we have some food prepared for the panda cubs. Let's see if they're attracted to the food. Let's see what they're eating right now. So what are they eating right now? Carrots? We also feed them with some fruits, for example, apples. So many people are asking about the color of the fur. And also it feels very dirty for their fur. Well, that depends on the activities of those pandas. For some of them, they would like to roll around in the field. Maybe their fur will covered with the dirt. But for some of the pandas, they're quiet, so it feels like they're quite clean. And also they're asking whether this panda will get a shower every day. So actually it's quite natural to see there was some dirt on the fur. Because you know these panda cubs, they love to play on the ground. So for the keepers, they will not shower these pandas on a frequent basis. You could see one of the panda cub is trying to climb up on a tree. Now you can see they're everywhere. So right now they don't have a name, right? So actually we just have a pronoun for these panda cubs, or we refer to them compared to their parents' name. But for some of the panda cubs, they don't have a name yet. You could see this one is sitting inside of the fortune car. Now you could see some of the boxes already overturned by the baby pandas. They're very naughty, we can tell. Actually, we could see some of the viewers there saying all of these pandas looks pretty much identical. How to tell the differences between the pandas? Well, actually, the keeper will know how to tell the differences. So there may be some minor differences of different pandas. Look at the shape of their face. and the shape of their body, and the mouth and the eyes, also maybe the ear, and also the color of the fur. So I can see there are some minor differences between the different panda cubs. Just pay close attention to these panda cubs to see whether there are some differences. And also there's some of the viewers asking the weight of the panda, and actually for these 6-month-old panda, so each one of them, for the average weight is about 10 kilogram. For some of them, maybe they're much lighter, but on average, it's about 10 kilogram. Now you could see all of these panda cubs are quite naughty, just like kids. And I know all of you feel this is quite cute. You all want to touch these pandas. I believe they're quite soft. And also want to share with you a interesting story. Previously, we could see for these panda cubs when they're sleeping, they're also very lovely. And they would like to put their legs on the trees, and also they would like to cover their face when they sleep. I can see all of you are paying close attention to the pandas, and especially for the shape of their face. And many people, I can tell, they're super fans for the giant panda. And also they can tell the shape of their black circles. And by looking at the different color of the fur and the shape of the body, we can tell the difference from these panda cubs. And people are asking what they will do, because right now they are making a group debut today, and they are also sending the New Year greetings to the public, and later we will send them back to their parents. Maybe they will just stay out and enjoy the sunlight for the lazy afternoon. And also we are curious whether these pandas will fight with each other. So maybe I will share some of my personal experience. Yes, they will fight with each other if they're fighting for toys and also fighting for food. And people are asking whether they're cat or they're bear. Actually, for pandas, they're a type of bear. You could see for a great number of the questions coming in from the internet. So please leave a comment if you have a question about the giant panda. We will try to answer your questions. People are asking whether we will send these panda cubs to the wild. Well, of course, we will evaluate their physical condition. If we want to release them, we will also give some trainings to the panda. So after they meet all the standards, and after they get old enough, and then we'll release them to the nature. But for the giant pandas, they are not very good in survival skills. So right now they need to be taken care by the keepers. And we do not have a great number of the giant pandas, so that's why we have this conservation and research center. So we have to take care of these pandas, and also they could breed more giant pandas. And then we can actually sustain the species. People asking about the life expectancy for the giant panda. On average, it's about 20 to 25 years old for the panda if they're living in the wild. But now you could see we have putting them into a conservation and research center. But so we could see the oldest one we have is above 30 years old. So if the giant panda is 1 year old, it is about like 3 years old for a human being. And today we are seeing these panda cubs with 6 months old. So probably they are old enough to go to a kindergarten. And people asking where are the parents of these baby panda. And today we are at the Wolong Giant Panda Reserve. And for this reserve, we have more panda cubs here. And so today we are seeing the panda cubs that were born in 2020. So they're only 6 months old. In Sichuan province, we also have Dujiangyan base from the Conservation and Research Center for the giant pandas. So in Dujiangyan base, you could see the giant pandas. So in the future, we will bring you more live coverage. So we could see the giant pandas at different age. So even though they are quite young, we will not sending them to the kindergarten. The best way to protect these giant pandas is to have them be with their parents. We are trying to protect these giant pandas, and also now we could see the keepers, they're holding these giant pandas, and now we could see they're bleating. Will this panda climb trees? Of course they will. If you pay attention to our live streaming about the giant panda, from our live coverage you can see from time to time we see the pandas like on top of the trees. They will even sleep on the trees. You can see the keepers have already brought back some of the panda cubs. We have 3 left on the ground. You can see these 2 play together. These 2, they're trying to pose for a photo. Now the keeper is actually touching the nose of the baby panda. It's just like he's cuddle his child. Some viewers are asking whether they drink milk. Yes, they will. And for these baby pandas we're seeing today, they're only 6 months old. They're quite young in their age. And of course, they will drink milk. So if the panda grows up to 3-year-old, meaning that they're already entering to a mature stage, and after 3-year-old, then these pandas will stop drinking milk. And for these pandas, maybe they're thinking, the ox are not as cute as these pandas. And actually that is the theme for today's live streaming. And soon we will approaching to the year of ox, and also we are sending the best wishes from the panda cubs. So for these two cute panda cubs, maybe they're twins, I believe. So if they're twins, will there some differences for their appearance? Because if we look at them, it feels like they look the same. But for some twins, maybe they share the same mother but different father, so maybe there may be some difference for the look of these pandas. And for some of the twins, they look completely different. As you could see, for these baby panda, they're quite tiny. Are they able to climb up to the tree? Maybe they wanted to, but they do not have enough strength. They need to have a strong arm in order to climb up to the tree. That's why we see when they're trying to climb up to the tree and the keepers will bring them back. So actually for these keepers, they're coming from Ocean Park in Hong Kong. And many people asking, what qualifies themselves to become a keeper? I think that is a frequently asked question. Can you tell us more how to pick the keepers? Well, for the keepers, they have to be very kind-hearted. And of course, they need to have some professional skills. Also, they have very strong body so that they can hold on to those panda. It's actually a tough job for the keepers, and also they have to carry the bamboos to the panda cubs. So right now, for these baby pandas, they're still drinking milk. They're not ready for bamboos. If we see the pandas who are eating the bamboos, they must be much older than this. So at least they have to go up to 1.5-year-old. So right now in Shenshu base, we have altogether 80 pandas at different age. So we have this 6-month-old panda cub, and also we have some panda above 20-year-old. But for this Shenshu base, we are focusing on the breeding. So that's why we have many cubs at a very young age. I will also ask another question. So for panda, which were born in Sichuan province, will they hear Mandarin or Sichuan dialect? And for some of the pandas, maybe they're familiar with the dialects. But of course, we have some pandas that may come back from overseas, So maybe there may be some time for the panda cubs to get used to the language. You can see these panda cubs are having fun together with the keepers. It feels like for the panda cubs, they already have a car. They're actually the national treasure. Of course, we need to pick a selected toy for those panda cubs. So these are specially made toys for the panda. And actually in another base, I see some electric cars, and those are also toys for the panda. And also people asking the pandas in Qinling Reserve and also the Giant Panda Reserve in Sichuan, so what are the differences? Actually, for pandas grow in Sichuan province, they're quite fluffy and also they're quite round in the face. So, but for the panda grow up in Qinling, maybe they're slimmer. And also for these panda cubs, they will bleed. They will fight for their food, and also they may snore when they're sleeping. And also we are quite curious about the name of the panda cubs. Right now they don't have a name. We are referring to these panda cubs to their parents. People are asking whether these panda cubs go back to sleep or is it lunchtime. So today we are seeing all of these baby pandas. They're only like 6 months old. So we have to bring them back right now. Maybe they will spend some time with their parents and maybe they will spend some time with their keepers. So right now I would like to show you around in this giant panda reserve to see other pandas.